She bought a first-class ticket, yet all they placed before her was bread and a cup of water. The flight attendant smirked. The cabin manager chuckled. Passengers leaned in, whispering that she didn't belong there. Phones were raised. Cameras recorded. At 30,000 feet, humiliation spread fast. What none of them realized was that the woman they mocked wasn't just another passenger. She was the power keeping their airline afloat. One tap on her phone, and every smug grin in that cabin would disappear. Because when power hides in plain sight, respect isn't asked for, it's imposed. And tonight, arrogance was about to lose altitude. The silver service cart rolled smoothly down the first-class aisle, trays shining beneath the cabin lights. Each passenger received fine plates, warm bread, and perfectly poured glasses till the cart reached seat 1A. The attendant's face hardened. "This is for you," she said, placing a paper cup of water and a single slice of bread on the tray. "Don't expect anything else." Laughter rippled through the cabin. Phones came up. The spectacle began. The black woman in seat 1A didn't react. She folded her hands neatly, her voice calm and controlled. "I think there's been an error." "No error," the attendant replied sharply. "First-class service is for guests who actually belong here." Her words cut the air. Someone 2 rows back snickered. Maybe she slipped in. The woman, Dr. Leila Morgan, said nothing. The bread remained untouched. A man across the aisle muttered, "Guess she's not familiar with real silverware." The cabin manager approached, his badge reading Edward. "What seems to be the issue?" "She claims she deserves full service," the attendant said, smirk widening. "Probably a last-minute upgrade." Edward nodded dismissively. "Let's move on. Bread and water are enough. She should be thankful she's sitting here at all." Gasps followed. A college student near the back whispered into her live stream, "They actually said that." Dr. Morgan's grip tightened around her phone, but her tone stayed steady. "I pay for this seat. I expect equal respect." Edward leaned closer. "Respect is earned, not demanded." The words lingered like smoke. Ela turned her gaze to the window. Endless clouds stretched beyond the glass. Inside the cabin, tension thickened. The live stream passed 50,000 viewers. "You're welcome to call security," she said softly, "but I suggest your supervisor joins the call. It'll save time." Edward scoffed. "You think you're threatening me?" "No," she replied. "I don't threaten. I document." Statement unsettled him. He waved to the attendant. "End this." The attendant crossed her arms. "Eat the bread or move to economy." La tilted her head slightly. "You want me quiet, small, ashamed, but you've mistaken silence for weakness." The words struck hard. Conversations halted. Music faded beneath the weight of the moment. A security guard shifted. Cameras clicked. Edward sneered. "You're disrupting service. Don't escalate this." She met his stare. "Worse for whom?" Her calm enraged them. The attendant slammed her hand on the cart. "That's enough. Final warning." Dr. Morgan leaned forward. "Then listen carefully. My silence ends now." She lifted her phone, tapped once, and placed it face down. Seconds later, a low beep echoed through the cabin. Lights flickered. Crew tablets, scanners, headsets dead. Edward frowned. "What's happening?" The guard's badge flashed red. "Access locked." The attendant stared at her scanner. "It's frozen. I can't pull the manifest." "I warned you," Leila said evenly. Panic traveled down the aisle. Edward's tablet restarted, displaying a single line. "Audit protocol activated." "Who did this?" he demanded. "You did," Ella replied quietly, "when you forgot who you were serving." The intercom crackled. A composed voice filled the cabin. "Attention crew. Executive Operations speaking. All staff accounts are suspended pending investigation. Remain compliant." Gasps erupted. Phones captured everything. The live stream surged past 200,000 viewers. Edward stammered. Who are you? Ela stood and faced him fully for the first time. The name you should have checked before choosing humiliation over professionalism. Silence consumed the cabin. Then the overhead screen lit up in bold white text. Dr. Lela Morgan, Chief Executive Officer, Morgan Global Holdings, Primary Contractor Rove, Vista Airlines. Everything froze. The attendant's hand dropped. Edward's face drained of color. The student in the back shouted into her phone. She's their biggest client. They just insulted their own CEO. Ela rose slowly. Her presence commanded space without a sound. Bread and water, she said softly. A perfect symbol of how arrogance starves itself. Edward scrambled. Miss Morgan, I didn't know. That's exactly the issue, she replied. You respect power, not people. Applause began hesitantly, then spread through the cabin. The intercom sounded again. Executive directive confirmed. Involved crew members are terminated effective immediately. Access revoked. The attendant collapsed, whispering apologies. Lela looked at her calmly. Intent doesn't matter when harm is chosen. Edward's voice shook. This could destroy us. It already has, she said. Passengers clapped louder. Hashtags multiplied. Bread and water CEO. Respect at 30,000 feet. Lela turned to the cabin. Understand this, she said evenly. Respect isn't a privilege. It's the foundation of civilization. When it's denied, power shifts. Every camera captured her standing tall in the silence she commanded. By landing, the world knew her name. The canceled contract sent shockwaves through global markets. Arrogance had finally been invoiced. Reporters surrounded her, shouting questions. She answered only once. Respect isn't given by titles or rank. It's revealed by how you treat those who can't repay you. The clip flooded screens worldwide. In airports and boardrooms alike, her quiet defiance became legend. Long after the laughter vanished, one truth remained. When dignity takes flight, nothing can ground it. Silence carries weight. When arrogance screams, silence delivers the verdict. Power, when dignified, doesn't roar, it rises.